All right, everyone. I wasn't going to do this today. I do this all the time with the Leo soap opera, but honestly, I couldn't resist pulling a pre-shuffle anyway on the angle of Leo, because I love the Leo soap opera. I'm watching it just like you are. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen here? I'm hooked, right? So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anybody who's watching. You know, the ratings are up. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Chair, you're here for a reason. I get a very specific energy with Leo. I'm going to tell you that straight up, and I can't tell you apart from your soulmate, so roles can be reversed. Where we last left off in your monthly reading, somebody was going on some inner reflection, doing a lot of thinking, right? Yeah, well, that's still here in the pre-shuffle. I got the Strength card, crossed by the Seven of Pentacles. He looked like he's doing a lot of thinking, right? Somebody's looking at their life right now under a new lens, though, because I'm going to skip ahead and I'm going to show you that the World card is bookending the Strength card. So I want to try to explain where I'm going here, okay? This is new energy. So somebody's looking at their life, what represents their Four of Wands, right? Could be a marriage. For most of the Leo in this angle, somebody's in a toxic relationship. Something that's well past its expiration date. If that's not you, they could be single and live alone by the airport, but they're just looking at their life. Whatever represents stability for them, what those two people are doing, right? They're taking a good hard look at it under new energy. And there's a bit of empowerment here that's happening while they're looking. And the reason for it is, well, with the Knight of Pentacles, they're wondering, you know, should I move on? Should I stay? Should I go? A lot of times the Knight of Pentacles index is depicted as somebody looking at a map, right? Drawing out their course, taking their time. It's that kind of energy right here. There's a lot of yellow here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Even a lot of yellow on here, and he's wearing a yellow shirt. Okay, this is all that one person thinking. Under new energy, all right? Feeling safe doing the thinking because they're still sitting in the opulence. They're still in whatever it is, okay? The life, we'll call it. But with this Page of Pentacles here, while they're thinking, and this is just on the surface, this is just the pre-shuffle. I mean, that's why I'm here, right? While they're thinking, they're learning that there's no future where they're at. This is Five of Swords is a false victory. It's short-sighted thinking, right? They're learning how short-sighted they've been. Well, there's no real future here, right? And that can play out a lot of ways. Okay, you know, you're all dealing with a different person, but just to give you some examples of what I mean by realizing that they're being short-sighted and there's no future here, it could be, I often get an energy here in this Leo angle, it's not all of you, it's probably one or two of you, where somebody's married to somebody old enough to be their mommy or daddy. You're not growing old with that person. One of you is growing old, the other one is going to have a second chance at a second life and probably a second marriage after you're gone. After the older person's gone. You know, it's the May-December conundrum, really, is what it is, where the younger person has to plan for a second life while they're living their first life with the older person. For others of you, again, that's just for a small percentage, just one example, but also it could just be they realize that it's toxic, that it's not what they want, that this isn't what their soul is, this superficial nonsense, okay? At the end of the day, there's the World card. Again, it's all under new energy, which is encouraging because I don't have an Eight of Swords here, which is my red flag card in a Leo reading, where the person's get overthinking and his fears are coming in. I don't have any of that. This is actually very clear with the Strength card thought. Focused on forward movement, which is, well, you know, the Strength card is Leo energy. That means, it doesn't mean you're dealing with Leo. It means passionate forward movement, really. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see where we're at here. Let's give the deck a shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo. Let's do an episode of the Leo soap opera. That was like the beginning part where the announcer talks about what's going on, right? Or the recap, if you will. All right, here we go. Oh, this really is a soap opera, the Leo soap. I'll tell you what. All right. Give me a shuffle here. Let's go. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? And you know what? It's a rainy day here in Los Angeles. I'm in my nice, warm, cozy room. I figure, why not? Let's do the soap opera. And this is why we're here. And this is some powerful shit. It's the Three of Swords. That is a very rare card to get in the why the fuck are we here position. It's Three Swords. I don't even have words. There's so much energy coming off of it. Somebody got hurt in the relationship they're in. They're hurt because it just hurts. It hurts. I want to take an Advil and put a Band-Aid on it. Okay, I don't know yet. We're here because of this person who's doing all this thinking is in Three Swords. And that can happen when we realize we've shortchanged ourselves, when there's no future with where we're at, when we have to face the fact that though it might be opulent, or there might be an image, or they might be super fit, it's not us. I often say with the Leo angle, somebody here, our main character, if you will, is an actor in their own life. They're playing a role because the people around them and the way they're living isn't what their soul wants. It's not their soul's true purpose. And that can cause Three Swords. What comes after the Three Swords? The Two of Wands. That pain comes from the realization of the Page of Pentacles with the Five of Swords, that there's no future here. I've been short-sighted. And there's a lot of pain in having to say goodbye to something, even if it's shit. Okay? It always is. Always is. It is what it is. And they're looking out a new horizon, setting the intention to go, and that's causing a lot of pain for this person. It's one of those moments where you might say to yourself, or they might say to themselves, or somebody says to themselves, I gotta do what I gotta do. Right? It's that I gotta do what I gotta do moment. Alright. Let's shuffle the deck. Here we go. Here we go. This week's episode. Alright. Let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Leo. All affecting energies right now. Let's do it. Alright. Let's see where we go. Okay. Bottom of the deck. One of the cards from the pre-shuffle. The Four of Wands. Overall energy is somebody's Three Swords. This card, this Four of Wands, crosses my Three Swords before the cut. Okay? So the overall energy is about those. We're here because of those Three Swords, and those Three Swords relate to someone's life. Someone got it wrong. Maybe it's a marriage where somebody cheated, somebody hurt them, somebody did something, violated some trust. I don't know. Controls them. It's toxic. I know that. What's underneath it is that Page of Pentacles. I gotta do what I gotta do. Someone wants to be happy here. That's what they're figuring out. But it's not easy to walk away from something. Change isn't easy. It creates Three Swords in a lot of cases, especially for this person. Because I believe the energy here in this Leo soap opera, okay, is doing what they thought they should do. In other words, what they were taught they should do is what they're doing. So that said, life didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we've got that. There's that Knight of Pentacles back. That Four of Wands crosses the Three Swords. Let's do this. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how someone, I say someone because I can't tell you apart, how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here is the soul. Right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe. Red with the energy of your connection. And right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. I will clarify everything and throw some universe cards over the top. I do not think I'll need to extend this one. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's go. Energy around your connection. Every fucking time I do this. Every time. Every time. It's a powerful card. Always look for me to do something like that. Energy around your connection. Star. It's huge. It implies a tower has happened. Oh shit. They're gonna I gotta put that on there. I gotta cover up the naked girl. Okay? Star card in this deck always gets my videos put at 18 plus. Okay? They don't like it. It's a big pain in the ass. So that's there because that's the star card. Well, you know what? Fuck them. If they're gonna do it, if this video ends up 18 plus, they can fuck off. That's what can I do here? Well, let me try to prevent it. Can I put that there? I'm just going to put that there and cover the girl. Okay, there we go. Star card around your connection here. It implies a tower. Okay? It implies that somebody here is about to show up. It implies that The energy is right for it to happen. It's a card of divine timing. There's a lot going on there. How are they behaving in the 3D? Queen of Cups. A lot of love here. Somebody wants this. This is what they want. This is what they're wishing for. I think they might be wishing that their Four of Wands just gets better and they don't have to leave. That could be part of that energy too. But somebody here has a lot of love to give, and they can't get, and they've realized, putting them in Three Swords, that they can't give that love at the level they'd like to, where they're at. Okay? It's as simple as that. What's bookending the Star in the Soul position? Page of Swords. Interesting Page of Swords. I got a Page of Swords in a Divine Masculine crossing energy in a Twin Flame Journey reading I did earlier today. This is part of the problem. This is why I said the Star implies a tower. What's happened here, they're not sure if they can do it. They don't believe in their soul that leaving what they've got is the right decision, or that they're ever going to be able to give this love. Maybe this is just how it is, right? Maybe you're just supposed to live this way. It's a bit of woe is me when it comes here. It just is. They don't have a lot of faith in their ability to break free, which again adds to the energy of the Three of Swords before the cut while we're here. Okay? But they're also very disappointed in what is Four Wands on their side. Okay? Hidden energy. Message from the universe, red with the Star. Seven of Cups. There are options available. There's a prevailing wind, if you will, within the energy of the universe. Every energy reader on a high level anyway can pick up on it. Picks up on the message. It's always there. It just repeats over and over and over again. There's always a way. That's the message. That's the main message from the universe. There's always a way. It's as though the universe gives us, whoever created, the great creator of the universe gave us free will just to see if we'd figure that out. You know, it's part of the game. I often say they like to sit up there, whoever that is, whatever energy that is, likes to sit up there and watch what happens with its little wind-up toys who got free will on the table. That's the message. There's always a way. When it's red with the Star here, the energy is right for you two to come together. The universe waiting on this person to make the right decision. There is a way. There is, even though they don't have faith in it, there is a way that they can finagle out of this, that they can make that decision. There is a way. Okay. I like it. Potential final outcome, red with the Queen of Cups. Two of Wands. Two of Wands came back, the card from after the cut. There is a way that they can break free of it. The inclination is to move forward, okay? Because they'd like to give this love. They just don't have a lot of self-confidence. I say that all the time about this person, and I still get people that say, no, my person's super confident. No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't care if your person is a big movie star, TV star, executive of some company, a high-power lawyer, a doctor, whatever it is. They don't. If they had confidence, if they were in proper energy, proper emperor balanced with masculine and feminine within them, they wouldn't sit 2 seconds in a toxic situation, and there wouldn't be this much worry and running away from something where they could be this Queen of Cups. Okay? No, there's a self-esteem issue here somewhere where there's a lack of confidence. But the universe is clear. There's always a way. There is a way here. It's your person's lack of confidence, or assuming it's your person, roles can be reversed. It's this runner's lack of confidence here that's causing a lot of confusion for them. When the energy is actually set, the path is very clear. In the Light Seer deck, for example, the Seven of Cups, I always say pick the red one, asshole. It's the obvious choice, right, among all the other gold ones that he's looking at. There is a clear choice here. All they have to do is look for it, and that's how you find out. There's always a way. You just have to look for it. You just have to, quiet your mind, and the path is shown, kind of a thing. It's that kind of scenario. I know it sounds a little Hobbit kind of a thing, or Harry Potter or whatever, but it's not. It really is. I get answers from the universe on stuff all day long. The universe is like my personal Google. The Star, flew out of the deck. Flew out of the deck. Whoops. It didn't fly out reversed. I put it down reversed. Page of Cups. All right, I know it's not reversed. Don't yell at me. You know he a Pisces, right? Anyway, Page of Cups. There's that lack of confidence. But the energy is right for you guys to try again. Start something. 10 Swords. That's why the Page of Cups is here. It's their lack of confidence that's causing too much time to pass here. We got 10 swords in it because somebody's showing up this way when they feel this way. It's very similar to the Divine Masculine column of today's Twin Flame Journey reading. So check it out. This all here is crossed by the Knight of Cups. Again, more proof that the energy is right. There is a way. There's a clear path where you two can connect and move forward. It might give this person confidence to move forward if you two connect. Because they got a lot of love to give, and there's a lot of love here for this connection. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Let's shuffle on that. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Unreal. Why is the Queen of Cups here? I don't know. Let's find out. Yeah. Again, they got a lot of love to give in the 3D, but the energy around them is toxic. It's what I've been saying. It's just back it up. This is who they'd like to be, and this is the environmental energy they're living in. It's toxic. Okay? It is. It just is. It comes up that way all the fucking time. Whether they're single or married. If they're married, God help them. They're married to some kind of entitled fuckwit. A person that other people might consider entitled, would actually say it. An entitled person, or a narcissist. We'll call it a narcissist. A narcissist will never admit that they're a narcissist. Nobody says, I'm a fucking narcissist. Seriously. I mean, you might say it as a joke. But a narcissist has no idea that they're a narcissist. Other people call them a narcissist, or other people call them entitled, and then they deny it. No, that's not true. That's not fucking true at all. Okay, a bit defensive much, maybe? Don't. It's a moniker that's put upon you by external energies. Internally, that person, the narcissist, thinks they're perfectly fine. It behaves much like a psychopath, where a psychopath doesn't know that what they're doing is wrong. They have no idea what they're doing is wrong, which is different from a sociopath, which knows what they're doing is wrong, but they do it anyway, right? Psychopath has no idea. They live in their own little fucking world, right? They play by their own rules, kind of thing. This is that kind of energy that's around this person. It's toxic, whatever it is. If it's a marriage, it's what I just described. But if they're single, it's just the way they're living, or the people they surround themselves with. And they'd want to be this. What's on top? Page of Pentacles. They're learning. They're learning something. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? But again, there's that nervousness to speak up. That, can I do this? Right? They're queen, and then it's down to a page. Very similar to that DM column, again, on that Twin Flame Journey. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? 9 of Pentacles, which was the DM card from another deck in the Twin Flame Journey reading that I did earlier today. Now, I don't even know if I should put this online, because it's, you could just watch the Twin... Well, I'll probably put it up. If you're watching it, I decided to put this reading up. I mean... Yeah, they don't know if they can do it. Why? Because these toxic energies, listen, if most of your person's married or in a relationship, they're married to a narcissist. Narcissists bring down. Narcissists will regularly marry people above their station, if you will. Just so they can, and while they're married, they will bring them down. They will just suck them right down with little subtle insults, little subtle things. You putting on weight, little stuff like that, just little digs here and there. And over time, it lowers somebody down. That's what's happened here. This person's self-confidence is fucking eroded, and it goes away from you so you don't even notice it. There's a very famous quote, and I can't remember who it's from. It's about taking away people's freedom. Okay? And this is a card of freedom. This energy around your person has taken away their freedom in a big way. There's a very famous quote where if you want to take away people's freedom, it's in reference to a country, but it applies here. You do it very slowly. Just chip away at it, little by little. and people don't notice, and they just adjust, and eventually you got yourself a dictatorship. It's very, very clear. You know, it's very easy. You just little bit by bit, and most people won't notice it. This is what's going on here. If this is a marriage or with the energies around this person, the energies around them in whatever way have chipped away at their freedom, at their self-confidence, at whatever. And it doesn't have to be just their family or the marriage. It could be the outside world as well. Who knows? You know, maybe they are like a celebrity and they get picked on by people out there on boards and on social media and shit like that. I mean, Twitter's a fucking cesspool right now. Like energy attracts like energy, right? So that guy that bought it, his energy, the way he is, attracts people like him. So now they're all over the fucking, thing with this some warped perception of free speech, right? So yeah, I could see how if this energy was popular or something on social media, how they'd get chipped at and chipped away at. So external energies can do it too. Whatever has done it. This person seems to have gotten themselves trapped in a vortex of toxic energy. Because we get the devil for them every fucking time. So they'd love to be this. They've got a lot of love trapped inside. They'd love to give. They just don't know if they can do it. And I'm trying to explain to you why they don't know they can do it. Why their confidence is so low. Because in the soul, I get the Page of Swords. That's a disappointed soul. It's a person who lacks self-confidence, doesn't even believe in their soul, that you would even talk to them, that this soulmate connection would even work. I'd probably just make a fool of myself if I opened up. It's all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm riffing on the energy. I'm not saying anything exact, but you catch my drift, right? Why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the Page of Swords here? Why? Ace of Cups, they got a lot of love to give. The environmental energy of their soul is it's made of love. That's what the soul's made of anyway. It's made of love. Right here, here's their soul. This is proof of the Queen of Cups. She holds the Ace of Cups. That's bleeding over. Their soul is bleeding over into the 3D, but there's this, whatever this toxic devil energy has done to them, that causes them to run from things, causes them to not want to take on new people, not trust new people easily. It's just all sorts of things here. That energy bleeds on you, and it can come from a marriage, it can come from a family, it can come from outside sources. I don't know, but it's there. What's on top? Death card. There is an energy, this is tied to the World card from the pre-shuffle. I said they're operating, they're thinking about all of this. This is just deeper than the pre-shuffle, that's all. They're thinking about all this in new energy, right, with the World card. There's an energy of change trying to happen here. Why is the Death card here? And that's what's cock blocking it. Literally cock blocking it. It's the Four of Cups. It's a bit of a feedback loop. In other words, what this card is saying about the change here is this person, as they think about all this, as they're going through their little inner journey here, they're realizing how disappointed they are in what they've chosen. They're disappointed in what they didn't choose, or a life of, Queen of Cups. And then they get disappointed in themselves. Okay? So when they get disappointed in what they chose and what they didn't choose, they want to change it. They want to do something. But then they get disappointed in themselves. That's the based energy, disappointment. And it goes back to this. They're not sure if they can do it. They're not sure if they can do it. All over the place. All right? That's what puts 10 swords in this little Page of Cups. And this is my scared little page. Nervous about everywhere. You're not going to be this girl. Look at her. Look at her. Fantastic hair. Look at her. You're not going to be her if you're this. Right here, you wouldn't catch this girl with her pants half down, some bullshit hood on. Not a chance in hell. All right, and that's the thing. Your person is this Queen of Cups. I like their soul, but some devil has beat them down. Maybe it's life. Maybe it's a spouse. Maybe it's past relationships. Maybe it's a controlling family that dumps expectations on them. Maybe it's a career. I used to pull on celebrities a lot back in the early days, just for fun, because I was in a group where I knew a bunch, and they would, give me a reading, give me a whatever. Some of them get beat down. Actors, I see this a lot with actors. It's funny that I call you a person an actor in their own life, because actors get beat down all the time. You got to be okay with being rejected. And when you're an actor and you get rejected, it's a lot different than someone just saying no thank you. It's usually you're too fat, you're too thin, you're too this, you're too that. They're going to comment on you. You know, it digs at you. Some of them, it gets to them, and they drink, and they get depressed and all that kind of stuff. The tough ones do okay. Your person's not a tough one. I say they often feel like a depressed person. And I see it here with this girl, right? And it's disappointment in the soul. And it's a shame. It's because of that devil. Whatever that is. And I've rattled off a list of what it could be. All right? And now they're realizing that about that devil. They've seen it. And they want to get away from it. But again, the feedback loop. Okay, I chose wrong. Okay, I should have chose the soulmate. But now I'm disappointed in myself. I don't know if I can do it because that devil did its job. For a lot of you, it's a narcissist or an entitled fuckwit that they're married to. And they did their job. They control the situation by beating down the person. Not physically, but with words. You know? You putting on weight? Just little digs. Little digs like that. Right? You feeling okay? You know? Person thinks they look great. They get all dressed up to go out. Just a little dig will kill somebody's confidence. And over time, it adds up. 7 of Cups. Universe says there's always a way. That is a prevailing message within the energy that's all around us all the time. It repeats over and over and over like a distress signal. There's all in the hopes that somebody picks up on it. But you got to be pretty strong energy reader to pick up on it because it's very faint. I would have thought the universe would have made it stronger. But there's always a way. It's like one of those video games where you get hints as you go through the game. Right? And there are scientists who believe that we're just a computer simulation. And the math works on it. And the evidence backs it up. But, you know, like those computer games where you play them, right? And you can find little clues, but they don't make the clues easy to find. Our little clue in our video game of our lives is there's always a way. All right? It's about us not letting ourselves get to this. Your person hasn't heard this message. They just never heard it, I guess. It never got to them. And anybody who's like this, it never got to them. All right, why is the 7 of Cups here? Why? Tell me about the 7 of Cups. Just look at the picture. It's a 5 swords. Just look at the picture. All right? This message never got to this person is what the universe is saying. They didn't get it. And they keep just self-sabotaging, stabbing themselves in the foot, shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know. They have to see it. There is one clear choice here. What's on top? Yeah, justice. And that clear choice is, I mean, you know, it's an energy of divorce. They have to divorce themselves from this disappointment. Now, divorce is a vocabulary word. We associate it with marriage, right? But you could divorce yourself from a dog, a family, a job. You can even divorce yourself from a way of living. I divorce myself from this way of living, all right? It's an energy here where there is a way, and the way of them opening up to you balances the energy by itself. All they have to do is get the ball rolling. And it'll snowball, meaning it'll pick up speed, it'll pick up size as it rolls down the hill. Okay? That's what the universe is saying with justice here. Justice is balanced energy, which means happiness for you and I here in the 3D, and your person too. Why is justice here? Yeah, the Hangman. But they're not doing anything. They aren't. The universe saying all they have to do is divorce themselves from the way they see themselves, right? And come in and get the ball rolling, but they're not. Justice is here because somebody knows this, but they're still on the fence about it. Why? Again, it's a feedback loop. It comes around. Why are they on the... if they know this, then why don't they just come in and say something? Why are they on the fence? Because of the feedback loop. Because they get They get disappointed that they chose what they chose. They get disappointed that they didn't choose what they should have chose. And then they get disappointed in themselves. So they want to do it, but then the disappointment in themselves comes in. And this is why this hangman is red with 10 swords. And again, the whole thing, environmental energy, is 5 swords. And we know from the pre-shuffle that they are well aware of this. They are well aware that they have no future with that devil right there, with where they're at. Yet they stay anyway. And it's because they're caught in a trap. They're like Elvis. Or is it Elvis? You're caught in a trap? I don't know. Anyway, it could be there are some Elvis songs I get mixed up with the Righteous Brothers. But anyway, who cares? Somebody was caught in a trap and they can't get out. And that's what it is. They're caught in an energetic loop here. And they can break it by simply getting the ball rolling. The secret to breaking this feedback loop is actually reaching out to the soulmate, to you, to expressing love. Once this Queen of Cups is powerful. The Queen of Cups is the secret to this person getting to 9 Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is far more powerful than a Page of Pentacles. We can certainly agree with that, right? Okay, once this cup starts to flow, it doesn't stop. It's a juggernaut of cups. I said this before in a recent reading. If you read comic books, one of the superpowers of the juggernaut is that once he gets going, he can't be stopped. Once this gets going, it can't be stopped. All they have to do, there's always a way. The way the universe just gave us is to open up. It's really strange, but they won't do it because they're afraid of getting rejected. Their self-esteem is low because of that devil. It is one of the most, it is like a 3-layer feedback loop with this person. And that's why this is the Leo soap opera. Whoever the fuck this energy belongs to, I absolutely adore them. Their soul energy is it is one of the nicest of all 12 angles here in this soulmate cycle. This energy is one of the nicest. It really is. There's a whole lot of wisdom locked up in it. They just got themselves surrounded by the wrong energies. That's all. That's all. And sometimes in the 3D, we get kind of screwed by that. In other words, you marry the wrong person, right? And you end up like this person, for example. But then you have a kid with that person. Well, that's a third energy that you've brought in that now ties you to that devil energy for the rest of your life. It ties you to it. And that's harder. In the 3D, that's harder to get out of. So for some of you, there's a child involved here. I see it with the pages. Maybe 2, but at least 1. Okay? So, and that can make things a little tricky, you know. Because the devil energy, if that's the scenario, which it is for a few of you, again, cut me some slack. I'm reading for 20,000 people. You're all dealing with different situations. But anything I say here could teach you something. I'm imparting wisdom upon you that you could use later in life for situations that come up for you, right? The reason the child, if there's a child involved in a marriage here, creates a spanner in the works, if you will, is because of that devil energy, that narcissist who brings the person down, who brought your person's self-confidence down in the first fucking place. That energy, there might be a thought with your person that if they leave, they won't have any control over the child, and then the devil will end up raising the child, right? You know, because again, they don't have the self-confidence. It's not there. It's been brought down. And if that devil's been controlling things, then, you know, that's just the way it can go. Again, there's endless feedback loops here. That's why it's a soap opera. I mean, a writer could have a field day with this. You could write years on this. All right, let's pull the final outcome. 2 of Wands. The final outcome is somebody setting the intention to take a shot anyway. Okay? That's the way the wind is blowing energetically. Now, I don't know what a 3D person's going to do. I can't predict free will. But the way the energetic wind is blowing, somebody here is fixing to take a shot at a new direction, at something else. But they do keep chickening out. Okay? Well, I won't lie to you. I feel that. Oh, I feel it. His knees are shaking. It's hidden under the cape. But I'll tell you what. Why is the 2 of Wands here? Yeah. It's the Emperor. Yep. Somebody here is fixing to take control and do something. All right? They're very stubborn. There is a stubborn energy here for reasons I've already explained. All right? Too much thinking, not enough doing underneath that. Why is the what's on top? Queen of Swords. Yeah. This is going to be very strange to say, but what the universe is saying here is these are the only cards that matter. This next card is why the Queen of Swords is here. And I'll get to that. It's red with the Nine of Pentacles, yes. But this is the card that matters. This is the final outcome, base energy. This is the final outcome, environmental energy. Who, what, when, why, where. The fucking Emperor, the divine masculine, is about to grow a pair and take a chance here. That's the way the energetic wind is blowing. And I'm going to say that again. The energetic wind is blowing toward this Emperor taking a fucking chance. Why? Underneath it is a card of divine timing, the Seven of Pentacles. All right? Someone here has been dilly-dallying around. This is divine timing. It's a fancy way of saying the energy is right for this to happen. There's a balance under this energy. And I suspect the full moon in Cancer has a lot to do with it coming up. I'll be pulling on that. There's a balance that's coming to this Emperor. And in that moment, they grow a pair and take a chance. This Queen of Swords right here kind of puts a sword in this. It's red with the Page of Pentacles, which now becomes communication. And the communication might show up your way a little swordsy. Or it could be saying it shows up a little swordsy toward what's on their side. I don't know. All right. Why is this here? The High Priestess. This is what they want. And this is very similar to the Divine Masculine column in today's Twin Flame Journey reading. This is who they want to be. They want to be free. They want to break free of this deep down in their soul, because there's a change energy here. Again, this is tied to the world from the pre-shuffle. They're under a new energy. They know. The Queen of Swords knows that she's the shit. He or she is the shit. Okay? It's this devil illusion energy. And devil energy is always an illusion. It's a total mind fuck. Alright? It's always just static energy that attaches to us. It's easily dealt with once we acknowledge it. Alright? That's when angel energy, that's a fancy way of saying angel energy comes in and shorts it out. Once we know it's there, once we know the wool's been pulled over our eyes, it can't continue to be pulled, right? So that's what's going on here. Truth, Archangel Michael, angel energy. She holds Archangel Michael's sword of truth. Sword of truth does its job. And somebody here flows from the soul of what they want, flows toward what they really want. But this right here also in another layer of energy, because energy is always in layers, this Queen of Swords has always been inside them. It's been hidden. It's been pushed back. And these cards are red with these cards, so that devil played a role in that. Whatever that devil energy is. Alright? There's a reason the Leo angle is the Leo soap opera. And it's also one that the universe is trying desperately to fix, because it's the most out of balance. Because it's because of these feedback loops where this person goes round and round and round. Let's pull the witches. Well, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to pull 3 final cards from the universe from a fresh deck. I'm going to use the witches. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. Add all this up. I'm going to do it a little different than I usually do. Add all this up. Like I do on a Friday read or a weekend read. I have the universe add it up at the end. That's what I'm doing. Add it all up. What's going on here from the angle of Leo? Let's go. 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's talk to the witches. I love the witches. Yeah. I see the bottom card. I'll show you the bottom card. It's going to be crossing the center card I pull. It's 10 wands. Somebody can't take this anymore, and I see it. This is a heavy card. Look at all the cards here. Right? Little mini court card, minor arcana, little mini court card, minor arcana, boom. In a key position, the universe plops down the death card, which is just a huge transformative energy. It's a real burden. They have realized, as I said in the pre-shuffle and as I said with the 5 of Swords crossing here, they know that there's no future with that devil. And whatever that devil is, a spouse, a family, a job, just the way they've been living, the people around them, external energies, it could be anything. I can't pinpoint it for 20,000 people. I can't. I'm not that good. That's it. I mean, I probably could. I could just sit here for 10 hours and rattle off 20,000 things, and then the ambulance would have to come take me away with all the energy I use doing that. Right here. It's 10 wands. It's heavy. But that's very spiritual. Why? Knight of Cups, strength, and the Six of Cups. That's why. The Ten of Wands is crossing the Strength card in the base energy here. Again, this person is someone I always say can pretend the shit tastes good for a long time. It's getting impossible in this new energy. It really is. And I said that's very spiritual. I read that like he was my Hierophant, kind of a thing, because he's, got similar garb here. Is Judgment. It's God's source, the universe itself. It's a very powerful card. It's time. They can't. Judgment crossing this Ten of Wands proves that this, what I see as a Hierophant, can't hold these sticks anymore. All right? So somebody here is going to get the strength to become this Queen of Cups and move forward. This Queen of Cups orders this Knight of Cups around. Right? So the inner them is going to do something here. Somebody here, what the universe is saying by adding this up, I've explained these energies. The Knight of Cups is read with the Six of Cups. It's clear that they come toward the soulmate connection, okay, at some point, or move their life in a direction of what the soulmate connection showed them, okay? That's possible too. So don't get on my ass if your person doesn't show up. They left their spouse, Steve, but they never came my way. No, maybe not. It's possible. But you changed their life. They are very clear here when I asked the universe to add this up. This Two of Wands, where I said somebody grows a pair and moves in a new direction, that new direction may or may not be towards you. For most of you, it is towards you. Just to say hello, maybe. And maybe say, I'm sorry. But for all of them, that new direction is purely based on what your soulmate connection showed them, taught them. And that reflects nicely on you. That in and of itself raises your vibration, which ties directly to the divine feminine side of today's Twin Flame Journey reading. See, all my readings tie together. It's not me doing it. It's the fucking energies, because energy is here, It is what it is. So that's your reading. That's this week's episode of the Leo soap opera, and that's where we're at. I say let them go through it. It looks like in the end, it's too much of a burden. It's too much of a burden to not be this Queen of Cups. I see it here with the Two of Wands, which, has come back. That said, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. All right, if you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you don't like this reading, watch it again. It's a pretty good reading. I was pretty tight on this energy. I'll tell you what. And it cross-checked itself all the way through. So at the end of the day here, this is a really, 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 really powerful reading. And what's really funny about it is these cards that add it all up. The universe kind of already said it to us here with Justice, with the Page of Cups. All they have to do is show up. Show up in this Cups energy. And it's a snowball effect. This Knight will jump to this Queen. This Page will jump to this Knight. This Knight will jump to this Queen. And it will cancel out, and they'll finally maybe get close to what they're after. They definitely want to break free of that devil right there. And even the bird agrees. You heard him in the background. And he a Pisces, right? And you guys, Leo is tied to Pisces in this particular soulmate cycle. Not dealing with a Pisces, but angle number 5, Leo, is tied with angle number 12, which happens to be Pisces. So that said, the bird said it best. Like that. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, good luck.